The year of 1989 was one of momentous changes all over the East Bloc. Early in 1989, the Poles, for the first time, had free elections. And they had worked for years, really beginning with 1979, with Solidarność, but they had been building civil society, they had been garnering small freedoms for themselves, and in early 1989, they had the first free election. At any rate, just a few months later, then Hungary was the next in line, and their internal revolution, if you will, which was peaceful, came to a point that their newly elected non-communist leader, for the first time, agreed that they would snip the barbed wire. I mean, literally snip the barbed wire, meaning that anyone coming to Hungary from anywhere else in the East Bloc could cross over peacefully and then go into West Europe from there. Well, that was a complete game changer, because all of a sudden, anyone who really desperately wanted to get out of the country went to Hungary, and then from there into Austria, and there into Germany, and caused a complete, it was like a dam had been broken, and people were streaming into there. They were streaming into embassies of Hungary and Czechoslovakia and Poland, because if you could go through there, if you went to the embassies of one of those countries, then they would have to help you as well. There were people stacking up in each of these embassies. They had to take them out in sealed trains from Czechoslovakia. I mean, it began to be riot conditions in some places, but the wave of freedom is beginning to accelerate in Eastern Europe. In June of that year, however, there was evidence that there was nothing inevitable about the progress of freedom. That was the month of Tiananmen Square in China, and people who were demonstrating for freedom were shot. Well, that was exactly the conflict that was taking place in Eastern Europe, but with a different outcome. So over that summer, people are streaming through Hungary. They're beginning to gather under the roofs of churches. They're beginning to demonstrate peacefully, but nevertheless ask for more freedom.